Yo,
Yes, I know those mistakes.
it's definitely workable. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's just I only made you to get the star, to be honest.
Hmm.
Yeah, a friend hopped in and I saw a couple other guys playing, so what did I do? What did I do wrong from the very start?
Well, we
Aside
gotta.
from
Firstly, you need to secure F4. Um, this needs to
yeah,
stay here.
F4.
This needs to. Let's see. Um, you threw your tanks into their tanks. You need to secure Val 3. Val 3 is air dom. You don't have. So F5 is exposed, and F4 is exposed, and what else? Yeah, generally there are a few problems here in that regard. I made a bit of a mistake there by accident. I threw tanks into Battle 12 thinking I can get some shit in there. That's a bit of a problem in and of its own right, but this should
Yeah.
be somewhat straightforward. We're not gonna... I think we're gonna kill the infantry in K6, and we're gonna do some damage to the units there. Well, shit, you guys are gonna lose F4, and so I don't think this is gonna be a victory, unfortunately. Um, when you move units,
Yeah,
move them along the road, by the way. Um, that was
yeah.
somewhat
People
problematic.
faster.
Yeah, twice as fast, in fact.
All right. I will keep it in mind for the future.
Yeah. So just for reference, it's a 1.4 times advantage along the road versus, and so this is a problem. You see that? Now we are probably going to lose that entire sector, and now we have to move all our units back. Yeah, this is fatal. So you see the problem?
Yep.
Yeah. So next time, try to avoid this happening. There's not much you can do now. Because you cannot outrun the tanks.
It just sent me into battle. Damn. Okay. Oh, the good news are I got the star. The bad
Nice.
news are that tomorrow there's only one operation for the star.
Right. Yeah, so you can see that there's a problem. And next time, don't send your helicopters into the uh, infantry like that, or drop on that. Like, there's a few. Well, I'll try to make the most of this, but don't expect too much.
Yes.
Honestly, this is quite problematic, to say the least. Val 9 is going to be relatively important. Well, they made a mistake here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire on. So you
Oh,
see the unentrenched infantry. I'm gonna fire on the unentrenched infantry because that one is more exposed to damage. Um, this allows for an ease of, or rather, more effective. Um,
artillery.
yeah, more cost-effective damage essentially. Too many battles queued up means that the next thing we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to dumpster down their. Unfortunately, this tank battle's happening in E4. Didn't want that to happen, but I guess it happened. Um, The next major thing will be to await our plane reinforcements. They have 30 planes. That's always a problem. Let's take out a helo group. Yeah, let's take out a helo group. Oh, am I an idiot? Yes, I am. Yeah. So in fact, wait, why is this one unable to kill? I won't question that, honestly. This stays in F4. This goes to F3. This goes to F2. Once G3 gets to F3, we stop him in F3. That's infantry versus tank. Battle 9 is going to be pretty important.
Okay, battle 9. I'll try to help there.
On the bright side, I don't think the enemy is too good at this. Yeah, once we get battle 9 though, we'll have a relative.
Place 798. I think we just started doing this.
E. I'm going to take a bit of a gamble. Okay, and this is a gamble because there's no knowing if this is going to work effectively. I'm going to send out 30 fighters or whatever maximum, just for zoning purposes in this case. Because what I'm trying to do right now is take back sector F4 through artillery fire in this case. And then drop infantry onto artillery. So they're down to 40 strength. On the bright side, these guys don't seem to know what they're doing. So you're good in a sense. You're A-okay. If you guys win Battle 9, that'll free up a tank unit. That'll be a very strong tank unit for that matter.
I kind of think the heli troops are going to enter battle at E4.
They will not. So air units don't enter battles in sectors that you don't have control over, or rather that you don't aim them to. So if I don't click the infantry with the helos, if they don't stop over them, then we're good.
Okay.
The one danger is, of course, that we're rolling to not die to that artillery piece by helo drop. Like, I don't want to drop them right onto the on top of the artillery. Rather, I want to drop it next to them and then, like, hope the auto battle wins it. Because if you don't, then the infantry dies, and if the infantry dies, then we have to start from essentially from scratch. And you don't want to drop on top of the artillery. Just take a look at where I dropped this unit, okay?
Yep.
So I'm dropping him right here, and then I'm moving him in. Yeah? And I'm babysitting with these helicopters just so that they don't... Yeah, so there we go. Now we have a 77% chance of victory there. And if you notice that their infantry in E4 is actually... Or their infantry that's entrenched right now is in E4. That means that they don't have the ability to take that right now. So we just have to hope that we win this auto battle here, and that will allow us to take F5. We'll just need to do it twice, essentially.
Okay.
What else? How much time does this guy have? A minute 51. If you could actually keep microing this plane unit here that we have posted, then we should be relatively safe. Yeah.
Avoid them from...
Oh no, use them to intercept the aircraft, essentially.
Okay, 1 minute.
I'm also going to drop this tank unit in here. Nice, okay. Now we're going to lift. We're going to fire artillery here. And we're going to... So I'm suspecting that they haven't... what do I call it? They haven't really been operating on the map too effectively. Okay, and that is now our battle. So now we have that sector. Now we're just slowly beating the crap out of their army in F4. And you can see that... oh, that happened too. 31, that's a problem. 31's a problem. We're sending out another 30. The reason is because now they have two air groups. They have air parity against us. And we're going to send the helo back here. We're going to send out another 86, or rather send out another 30 up here.
Oh, I can't intercept returning groups.
Hmm?
I can't intercept returning groups nor
Oh, that's fine. That's
the
fine.
ones that are being deployed. That's sad.
Yeah, so they've... And if you
And
take a look, in fact, we've actually sort of won this. They've overcommitted units into supporting the south now, and that was sort of what we wanted. So I'm very happy for that, and let's take a look at what we're going to do now. We're going to deploy those infantry south, here, yeah. And we're going to fire, I don't know, fire at the infantry, I think. Yeah. Right now the goal is to just get the army in F4 killed, and that'll force an encirclement. So, well, we're not getting more artillery left, we're just going to be keeping this E3 artillery safe and alive and well. And beyond that... Oh well, we got 165 strength. That's a shame. And it's going to take another, like, I think half an hour to kill off the infantry in F4. What is that? 46 planes? That means they have 45 on the airfield? Okay. Let's send our airplanes into their planes. That's fine. Thankfully, there's not really a priority that we need for any particular... I hope they throw something into a battle. I hope they throw those planes into a battle. 45 planes wasted to some fucking useless attack somewhere in the boonies. I would be happy.
probably against the artillery group.
I hope so.
Or battle number 9.
Burger King foot lettuce. Sorry.
Battle number 9.
Battle number 9? Oh, yeah. Just be careful there.
I'll go help.
Yeah, by all means. If you don't win that, by the way, don't worry about it. There's 3 battles queued up there. It's going to take a million years. Yeah. So, yeah. Sort of to be expected and also sort of fine because of it.
Give me 1 second.
Roger that.
Okay, so the enemy manager is in battle number 9.
Sounds about right.
So
798, yeah, they're not high ranking. Let's be kind of frank here. They're not really the most competitive squadron, and I think it shows. But yeah, I mean, this operation is definitely recoverable. It's just, you can see the dangers, right? You gotta be careful with this stuff.
Sons of bitches. Now I see why he's playing Israel.
Is it just the CAS?
Yep.
Pretty much, yeah. It's all that really they... Yeah, that's the one thing they can do well. But the thing is, he doesn't know how to properly, like, run that shit. So he's basically kill off his advantages. Battle 9 was essentially like a battle where he didn't really need to do that, and yet he did. You're gonna have a really bad time there, of course, but, like, at the same time, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, that's not a high priority.
Yeah. they do have the cast, but we got the anti-air guns, so...
Oh yeah. They're also about to have a nasty surprise. Because he's playing in the games themselves, he's not going to be able to respond to what we're doing right now. And we're basically running this with impunity. Sort of like not really qualifying as a proper match as a result, but at the same time, like, it's a good indication of just what happens in these situations when people don't pay attention to the map. Because I was thinking he'd win this. If he had a bit of a brain, he would have actually beaten us, because we unfortunately left a lot of exposed sides and made a mess of things, unfortunately. But we're going to take this back, and we're going to take this back in style, in fact.
And yeah, he just moved a couple of units and left to join the match.
Pretty much. And we're going to...
these phantoms are annoying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're about to witness what life looks like for the enemy. They're not going to have a fun day. Not at all.
Well, battle number 9 can't be won. If we don't get rid of the things and capture the point.
Oh yeah, you gotta... It's an offensive fight for sure.
We're just using cast. So.
Well, I mean, sucks for him to be playing on the map right now, or not being playing on the map right now. It really sucks for him. I think I can make it back. This guy has 6 minutes after all. About to kill off all their helicopters.
We could just, right away capture E4.
No. E4 is going to take a while. If you haven't seen it, there's a tank unit there, and there's an infantry that's 43 strength. So it's going to take a good while at that point. It's better to just do what we're doing right now. De-energize these battles, by the way, because right now what we're doing is we're just going to be systematically taking a lot of their terrain.
Well, they can't move the units, so...
I'm going to take steps to plug this gap. So right now what I'm trying to do here is I want to essentially give them as little room to wiggle around and as little breathing space as possible. Because he's not on the map, he's not going to be able to respond to any of this. And like, I wouldn't have been able to get away with this had it not been for the fact that he's literally just doing his own fucking thing and you know.
Yeah.
But now I'm basically getting, like, I'm kicking him while he's completely blind, so... And as you can tell, maybe somewhat obviously, now we essentially win.
We should be able to destroy the H7 unit by taking I7. The battle 11 is at J7.
No, just take J6. Same deal. See that? Now we connect the line. And now we can push the unit up. And the reason we want to connect the line like that is just so that we make sure that even if they push in and take G5, our airfield is not taken by, or the helipad that we've just dropped units on is not taken, essentially.
Okay.
And since we have now a, yeah, there we go. I like how it takes a second to engage that. So right now, if you wanted to, we could, I hate that bug. If you wanted to right now, we could actually just win. We would take M2 and just win.
I kinda like that idea.
Okay, let's do it then. Yeah, they're horrifically underprepared for this. Rather just they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory because they could have won this, and they didn't. And that's almost entirely because they fucked up the map by ignoring it. Never get off the map, people. Because like if they were on the map right now, like you don't need a brain to realize this is a problem, and you'd respond. Yeah. They haven't responded, so.
He's still flying in his Phantom.
Get on him. Let him enjoy his time. I guess I'll move it that way. I mean, there's really no reason not to. I suppose I could reinforce K5 or something. Make sure that we really secure it. Right now it's sort of just meme tier movements. And... let's see. 12, and I think that will kill that unit. Not too sure though.
If it doesn't, a small invasion should. Yep, units gone.
Dab. Okay, so now we have that win con. Do you want to just take M2 and win, or what's up?
Yeah, let's take it.
Okay. Before that, let's try to take as much more of the territory as we can. So I'm just going to try to take sector M4, for example. And beyond that, like, yeah. So sector M4, and then... okay. Oh, whoops. That was an accident. Oh yeah, it's 73%. How could I forget?
Well.
Oh well. I mean, it's not as elegant as taking M2 and then seeing all that shit encircled, but hey, that's...
it works.
Yee.
Well, thank you for saving the fuck up I did.
That's alright. I mean, glad to help. I'll post the recordings for this because, like, it's a useful basis. I mean, these guys just kind of, you know, left the map completely abandoned, but yeah, it's useful. Anyways, yeah.